Hi, these are the things we have been working this week. So the first one is one that was requested a lot, which is to be able to resize the columns on the table chart. So whenever you resize the columns in the chart, it will remember the size, and whenever you share it, it will display with those the dimensions. It will remember the percentage of the width of each column, so it's responsive. But now that I was at it, I made every table resizable. And the output tables are transient. They don't remember their sizes because they change a lot and doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's useful while developing to be able to resize tables. The second and big feature, and lots of requests for this one, is we have now a Firebase source. You configure it with the same things you would configure it in your application. You specify if you require authentication, and if so, which are the allowed methods. And when the source loads, it checks if it's authenticated. If not, it will show an overlay with the authentication UI that Firebase provides. And once you're authenticated, you can fetch a path. For example, if you have state for the individual users, you can fetch that, or you can fetch a path that's public for all of them. Of course, you can have more than one Firebase source in a dashboard. And here is the output, and the output of Firebase is JSON-like. The only difference is that lists are not actually lists. They are objects where the keys are strings, but they are numbers. So that's our third feature. This is the same JSON, and if I want to get the timestamps and the values of the games that were played, if I drag them, you will notice that the keys are black. This means they are strings, and we can compare that to a JSON that has actual lists where the index is white. This means it's a number. So now if I drop the launch year into the select, I have the 0, and if I want all of them, I can pick the alternative from 0 to infinity. Because it's a range, it knows because it's a list. But if you want to do the same with the objects, until now you could not do that. So if I drop this and I want to do for all the items in the object, now we have the alternative called values, which will iterate and generate all the values in that object. And since they are list-ish, it will work like a list, and the same for the timestamps. So now we can have the keys and the values, the timestamps and the values of something that it's like a list, but it's actually an object. So these are the things we have been working this week, and I hope you liked it. Bye.